don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, we'll celebrate. We're the zero holders, so that's what we say. Zero holders, all that's what we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The man for your money is the living the dream. We're all over the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Yellow! That's good. That's cool. Good performance, guys. I look at it like it's the band performance. What just happened, Peter?
Wow. I don't know.
That was cool.
Everyone. That was cool. New theme
Hello,
song
guys.
goes hard. I love it.
Dude, everybody that heard it, has heard it, loves it. Those 500 versions we got, I don't think we need them. Just that one. That's the one. How you guys doing? It's good to see all of us, the four of us together again. Joe, Henry, Peter. Great to see you, boys. Everybody watching out there in the ether. On YouTube, on X. Great to see you guys. Edge is here in the house. Tickle's in the house. It's great to see you guys, man. What's good? What's going on? How you doing?
Joe's gonna be a rock star, right?
Yeah, Joe. Go for it. That was Joe.
What's up, guys?
Choose Rich.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hope everyone's doing okay. I'm trying to bite my tongue because I've got a couple of issues with the opening. Huda not cutting to himself at any point during the opening.
Good point.
A little bit kind of like a cop-out. And then on top of that, like, does anyone feel a little bit pressure to actually dance during the opening? Like, maybe some of us just want to just chills, you know? Like,
you don't have any chill, Joe. Dude, tell me. I won't cut to you.
I want you to cut to yourself. If you cut to me, you better cut to you, baby.
So I noticed
That's
that I
the
hadn't
issue.
done it. Like, you know, like when you're piloting, I feel like I can't, but I did yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And then today I was going to do it, and then I was like aware of the timing, so I went to the four of us.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll get myself in there, okay?
Sure. How's
Maybe
that
if we assign ourselves instruments in the band.
Yo, that would have been fun.
Then
That's
we know
good.
what we're supposed to do, right?
That's good.
Like we got a drummer, we got a
Mm.
vocalist, lead, and rhythm guitar.
I can't play drums at all, but I really enjoy air drums. Like
Hulk's here.
arguably more than air guitar. Like air drums feels like really satisfying because you can really like throw your arms about, you know.
I want to harmonize. Like in that
Yeah.
part where the harmony comes in, I just feel like I want to know the lyrics fully so that way I can really really get into it.
Do you want to also? Sorry to interrupt you, Peter, but I feel as if something needs to be addressed today before we get started.
Yeah, bring it.
You want to take a guess on what that could possibly be? Maybe we'll cut to Yoda, Yodi, Henry, aka the missing link, aka I was in the military, which was like it's like we leave no brother behind. Yet, so anyway, I don't know. Do you want to take a guess what that possibly could be, or what?
I was behind enemy lines. I was
Can
behind
we just make sure
lines.
that Henry isn't wearing a wire before we go any further?
Can you please let Peter finish, Henry? I think he deserves that.
Show me some respect, all right?
Please.
Yeah. Allow me to address what happened. I was in what I consider to be enemy territory yesterday during the show. And I did attempt to access the podcast with little to no luck. Communications were cut. and I wasn't able to attend. And I am sorry. And I'm sorry to Assassin, who has a reroll that's messed up, and he has no banana to claim.
What does that
right
mean?
now. What I can tell you is this: while behind enemy lines and being shilled by any and everything that walks and has a heartbeat, I did go from that shit show into the Discord where today is the end of season 1 of Play and Collect, technically season 70, but there were some issues, you're working out bugs and whatnot, and so the UI is a little bit fucked up.
Just
and
apologize, please. Just
Is that our
say
Walshy? Is that our Walshy right there?
I
Sure
told
is.
Walshy, I told Walshy that I've mentioned him a couple times, and
beautiful.
maybe he decided to show up. Finally,
Fucking idiot. Love
We'll
it.
see. Yeah.
What a guy.
But Joe, I'm here today. I'm missing out on Katz's Deli right now to be here with you. Yeah.
Say no more. You've been
It's
forgiven.
big.
You had me at the first word that you said. Apologies, don't remember what it was. You're forgiven. All is forgiven. Don't even mention it. You're fine.
I think the first word was sorry as well, so that makes a lot of sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Are
how
you
yeah,
still
sorry.
going to make it to Katz's while you're there? You
Today
can't
was
miss
the day,
Katz's Deli.
and I said I have plans. I take this seriously, and I said I have commitments. And while I was prepared to be here yesterday and I couldn't make it, I was not going to miss 2 days.
Oh man, I hope you can make it somehow.
What a guy.
I've forgiven you, and yet you're just tugging me back to yell at you more by saying all of this stuff. Just let's move the fuck on just so I can forgive you. I want to forgive you.
I have so much to talk about today. I won't dominate the show, but I have so much. I feel a little bit like Anakin right now, a lot like Anakin.
Ooh.
We'll get to the segments. We'll talk all of this, but like I feel like I'm about to get Sith eyes.
Well, I'd say bring him out. You got to embrace the
Well, hold
hate.
on. We have to look at the squiggly line first.
We're going to look at the squiggly line. In fact, I'll give a quick rundown about what we're even talking about today. How does that sound? Maybe a little
Beautiful.
setting up.
Yes.
Perfect. You got it, Cap.
Yeah. Let's let Yoda simmer a little bit.
All right. Yeah, and just a light simmer today. That's all we're going to do. But we're going to hit on the market today, which, of course, not looking so great. And I don't know if you heard the video this morning, but I blame you fuckers out at NFT NYC. Real talk. Because the market looks like shit. In fact, crypto's looking all right. So we don't blame crypto. It's why I specifically blame you people at NFT NYC. Because yesterday, NFT sales was the lowest of 2024. In fact, I'm going to guess probably a 16, 17, 18-week low. Pretty fucking awful. And again, squarely on you guys. Henry, I don't blame you. You don't really buy many NFTs, but the rest of the gang, those guys out there at parties on the yacht dancing and doing that shit, it's on them. It's on them. They need to prop the space up properly. I don't know. Aside from that, pretty mid day other than Pandora, and I got to tell you, Pandora is one of our big topics today. We're going to get into Pandora. We're going to get into a whole bunch of things that are cooking in the Bitcoin ecosystem, and I'm telling you, there's a lot cooking over there, a lot to be looking forward to. What else do we got, guys? What other big stories do we have? Bitcoin, Pandora, meme coins. We got some big news from Doodles, too. So there's our agenda for today. What do you say we get into it?
The music completely caught me by surprise, and I
How'd you
choked
like it?
on my water.
It's
The
good.
new edition.
It's good, right?
Very good.
Also done with AI. Same app, Suno. I said, give me like an intense news jingle, and boom, that was it.
And the volume of it was beautiful.
Was that loud or was that okay?
That was
Beautiful.
perfect.
All right. Look at us. Look at us. Okay. Here's where I want to start. I'd like to. You guys tell me if you want to go somewhere else. But Henry is doing something none of us are doing. He's out there, like with savages, like literally in the middle of all these savages out at NFT NYC, representing his project, representing himself on the main stage, in fact, today. So he's doing some real deal shit and doing some real deal building, unlike a lot of others in the space. Henry, I'd love to hear about what's going on in New York, how it's been, how you're liking it. How does the space feel? Whatever you can share with us, we'd love to hear.
You have my
bad,
attention.
man. So bad. They're not savages. They're bitches.
Who? What?
I'm a, yeah. I wrote some notes down. I might reference these.
Notes.
Couple things I'd like to point out before we really dive into it. VIP, it stands for very important person,
Yeah.
not victim in Ponzi. And NFT NYC is selling $1,000 plus VIP tickets.
Mm.
Nobody checking tickets. In fact, at the VIP event on Tuesday night, we got someone in with no badge, nothing. So here you have somebody who paid $1,000 plus to get into the event, or even somebody who bought a regular admission for $300 or $600. It's not required. No one checking a single badge. No one checking a badge to get into the speaker room. No one checking a badge to get into an event. To me, that's a problem. That's a massive problem. It's awful. They did this in London. They've done this every year. Every year this is my third NFT NYC. They've done it every year. No ticket needed, yet we sell them in advance. So you have these poor victims who come in and then ultimately must feel like, why did I pay anything for this? But that carries me into another VIP scenario where I was invited to a very large project. I won't name them because I actually really like them. Yeah. Get cozy, guys. Really great project, high profile. 15 VIP tickets they gave me. Was grateful for that to get Kongs in. And we go to the event. You have to pay $6 per piece to check in your coat or your backpack, or you have to check all of it in. So you're paying for it. So I think for all the Kongs that came, Kongs paid for all of the Kongs to check their shit, because I think that's kind of fucked up. Keep in mind, this is a project that has a minimum of 8 figures, if not 9, in their treasury. And they're charging $6 to check your coat.
What project? What project?
I'm not going to name it because I like them.
Give a hint. And it's a hard hint. Don't give an easy hint.
We're close to them. Like, Kongs are close to them. Yeah.
Thank you.
But like, we've always said in Kongs, we are an inclusive community with exclusive benefits, right? And so, like, if you're a holder and you're coming to a Kongs event, we have one tonight in Brooklyn, you're not paying for anything. Get there, and drinks are free. I see that. This party, like, you're VIP, you're not expecting to pay for a beer. Drinks not on the house. I'm just like, what is that? You have all these people coming out to support you. They've supported the project, and then you're charging them to check their coat, and you're charging them for drinks. We're a small project with a small treasury, but if you come to our event, you're not paying. So that kind of irritated me. So the VIP thing, I think, it's a joke. Okay, before that, I was supposed to go to the Magic Eden yacht party. It's raining. It's 50-mile-an-hour winds, soaking wet. I'm in line the whole time. I'm telling Enzo, I don't want to go, bro. This is awful. It's gonna smell in there because it's gonna smell like wet dog because everybody's soaking wet, and we're going out on a boat in tropical storm force winds, right?
It's not every day you get to go on a yacht, though.
Oh, right? Joe, bro.
What?
Can I tell you something? Huh? That was the main draw. You see all these yacht parties. You hear about all these yacht parties.
It's called a yacht party, right? It's called a yacht party, right?
I don't know if you could just on the fly pull up a picture of a yacht.
I love yachts. Tell me about the yacht party.
Yeah. So Pier 81, this is where the yacht is housed. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to miss out on the yacht party because, like, people are going to be there, right? And I'm picturing you're going on a yacht. Keep in mind, I'm fairly fluent in nautical terms, having served in the Coast Guard, you know? This was no... I don't know if we have a picture or not, but...
It's coming.
This was no yacht.
What?
This is no yacht.
Wait, the yacht party wasn't on a yacht?
This is a very loose definition of a yacht, by the way.
Is this what this picture? Is this?
That looks like a yacht to me.
Smaller. I pictured smaller, but yes, a yacht. A luxurious yacht. Yeah. There you go.
Can you Google the definition of a yacht for me? That
looks like a Hitman level.
Yeah,
look at this yacht.
Picturing something luxurious, maybe a helipad on it, something like that. You know, some small boats that can drop so people can, go off into the lagoon of the island that they're at. No, this was a riverboat. This is a Sunset Cruise 3-level riverboat, probably built in the 70s or 80s. And I'm like, it's a dinner cruise. This is a dinner cruise ship. Oof. This is not a yacht. And I'm like,
oh, here we go.
What the fuck is this, man?
What is that?
Oh, yeah. This is the fluke guy. There's the yacht.
That's the yacht. Wow.
There's the Hudson Riverboat.
You were on that thing?
No, I was in line to get on that, and I said,
That looks like a
"Fuck
party.
no."
Is that how
I
you
said-
boarded it?
I feel seasick just watching that.
Yeah.
Is that
bro,
the real
that's what they were
footage? Like
going
that's
at
not
him.
like a joke.
Yeah. No,
No,
that
that's
was
not.
it.
That was
Oh my
not it, dude.
God.
Yes, it is.
That was it? I thought we were
Yeah.
joking.
No, not
Well,
joking.
at least it's got www.ocean.com on the
I think
side
it
of
was
it.
like
That's how they named their
Oceanic
yacht.
or- It was. I looked at Enzo. He knew it was like ruining my night to go to this party. And
That was
he said
before it was
soaked,
this.
absolutely soaked. And I said, and here's the problem: it's going out. It's not like you can go and it stays moored and like you want to leave, Nah, once you're on,
Oh,
you're leaving.
right.
Yeah, you're going out.
Mm.
There's no getting off of it. And I'm like, I don't want to be stuck on that. And after seeing the footage of it, which I'm sure people are like, oh my gosh, we're so back. I was happy as hell to have missed it.
Yeah.
I did not get that feeling that we're back. We're back. There was a couple things that I saw on that boat. I think one was Dancing Eddie. You know what I'm talking about?
I like dancing. Eddie.
Oh, Dancing Eddie. Yes, we are so back. Dance to my flute, sir. Dance to
The
my
flute,
flute.
that was the other guy. The other thing I was going to say was the flute guy. I like Dancing Eddie a lot, though. By the way,
You can. That's fine.
I
don't
enjoy
wanna
the
be-
flute.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in that. This is not the culture that I seek. The party I went to last night, which by the way, I'm married. I don't care if there's women there. But let me make a point with that. If you know that this party is catering to 99.9% men,
yeah.
then why do we have to go to a nightclub atmosphere? Why can't we just get together in a
Like
cool
play some
bar?
poker.
Mm.
Go get together and let dudes talk to each other about the money they've lost versus, hey, let's have a fucking DJ. You want to go on the dance floor with me, bro? Like, what?
Like
When we-
a
yeah.
cozy bar with
Which brings me-
a few beers.
Not done. Not
Say
done.
less.
Go,
Oh,
go,
sorry.
go.
This brings
I was
me
just-
to
Yeah.
brings me to a point. I think I am going to launch a new protocol. YNS subdomains. You're not special.
Wow.
And I'm going to airdrop them to every person that came to NFT NYC that deserves one.
Wow.
Would that
you
be
have-
everyone?
Not everyone, because and I'll get to that. Sorry, I know I'm going long here, but
No, this is beautiful.
you know, I'll give an example. There's a guy there walking around with full security protocol, 4 or
Same
5
thing.
dudes, earpieces.
Name.
I
please.
think he's from the project Squid Grow.
Oh,
Squid Grow.
wow.
They're launching a whole bunch of protocols, and one of them is going to be like a legal tornado cash, whatever. He's walking around with a mask on, a gold mask, with guys with balaclavas on
Yeah.
and security.
Good word.
And I'm just like, you're not special. His team says
He
he's
might be.
worth hundreds of millions and he has a family, so don't take a chance. And I say, then why fucking come? Why come? If you're so special and so rich and you don't want to risk your family, why fucking come? We don't need you here. We don't need that. This is lame. Who looks in at that and is like, I want to be in this group, in this crowd with these people who are clearly maniacs? They're absurd. It's absurd to see somebody walking around and people with their phones like, let me get a picture. Who's that? I'm like, I have no fucking clue. Well, let me get a video and a picture and I'm going to post it on Twitter. It's crazy. But I think the YNS names have a real opportunity to start tagging people with, you're not special. You're not special. I'm not special. You're not special. And I'm kind of over it because
Did something happen that was like specific that really got to your goat? I mean,
All
because
of
we
it.
all know that this is all happening all the time. It's frustrating. But like, did someone really fucking get you good? Like, did someone
No.
do something specific to you?
It's I want to guess that it's like the bear market helps you, like it recalibrates you. Like you like what NFTs are and what they're not. It's really revealed at that point. So then when like the vibes are back like this, it feels super phony. I got to imagine.
yeah. Keep in mind, I've been to a lot of conferences, right?
You
By the
have.
way, Joe,
Yeah.
I love VCon, bro.
Yeah.
I love VCon. Like, I will never, ever shit talk VCon. That's what a conference should be. Intelligent people getting together to actually try to push the space forward. Brings me to kind of like what I hate about all of this. Who looks at this and goes, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of this. It is literally frat boy mentality. It is the founders. On my talk today on the main stage, what we talked about, and part of what I talked about was, Larry DeVoskin, he's the Rolling Stones writer. He's also like a musician. And he was talking about the generosity of me when he met me, and that I gave him an NFT Guild NFT. I got him into VCon, the first one. He met a lot of people through that. And he's like, wow, nobody ever gives me anything. And it was just really like touching that somebody cared and wasn't looking to extract value from me. And that led us to talking about what we've done at CyberKongs. Namely, we gave $1.5 million to Virunga National Park. They used that money to build, to buy mining rigs. They're mining Bitcoin with the money that we gave them. They're powering it with a hydroelectric dam. It's allowing them to keep the park operating when they have no revenue because it's closed due to a civil war. Okay.
What percentage are we done with your rant? Like 50? Are you halfway there? Or are you done?
I'm getting there.
I
I
totally
did 2
cut him off.
pages and I'm on the end of the second one.
I just want to get involved. So go ahead.
So we were talking about just like the generosity that we should have. Some of the things that really like bonded us all in this space, which was like maybe somebody gave you an NFT, somebody gave you info, somebody was like, hey, let me help you out. And it's Kongish, right? Like it's part of why I love Kongs. It's part of like what attached me to them. And you have all these other projects, blue chips, that have 8-9-figure treasuries, but definitely 8-figure treasuries. And I'm like, what are they doing? They're not even here. They're not even here. They're not here to help an artist. I had a guy come up to me who's got this new AI art he's trying to do. He's put a lot of money into it. And he said, hey, can I pay you to have a consulting session with you? I'd really like to pick your brain. I said, you don't have to pay me, bro. Like, you don't have to pay me. We can talk next week sometime. I'll carve out, a couple hours to talk with you. That is, I feel like, some of what we're supposed to do, help people out, spread the love of Web3. This idea that like, yeah, people are trying to make money, but we're also in this because like we like each other and we're kind of like a club and we want to help. But I'm like, where are these people? They're here to host their side event and then they're gone. They're not here to connect with new artists. They're not here to help a new guy who's starting a project. And it pisses me off, man. It just, for some reason, when I look at the culture that exists in Web3 right now, it pisses me off. I'd rather hang out with a bunch of senior citizens that are spending their food stamps on scratch-off tickets than I would D-Gens dancing to a flute on some makeshift dinner cruise when it's supposed to be a yacht. And
that's it.
There's my rant, Joe. Sorry.
That was a good one, bud. A couple of quick things. So you're really pissed at that Azuki charged for coat check and drinks was one of the things that you're pissed off about.
Wasn't Azuki.
Oh, it wasn't Azuki?
No.
Okay. But we should come up with a fucking list of people that we've insulted and then just like start having a list of people like, what would you call it? Squid Grow? Squid Grow.
You just made the list.
My life is at risk now. I have a feeling if Squid Grow gold mask guy, which if you look on YouTube, I guarantee you, or on Twitter, that you can find him, a whole entourage following him with security. He's got to be on there. And I'm just like, what? My life is at risk for saying that because he is a pretty fucking jack guy.
But it just feels really performative, right? Like all of that. Everything you just described just feels like showing off rather than showing value.
Was that fake? Like the influencers who take those pictures on like private jets that they don't own. Was it fake like that?
Oh, here's what's interesting. His team told me that I said, what's with the security? He's like, well, he's worth a lot of money. And so he's got to really protect himself and his family. Okay. And again, to my point, like, don't come. Don't come. If you need to wear a mask and walk around with 6 Secret Service agents, just don't come. We don't need you here. You have a team. They can do it. But what he said was, it ended up working out good because it's made some really good content.
Well, okay. Just in defense.
Well, that's what it's about.
In defense of people that wear masks, we are in Web3. There are a lot of people that like to stay anonymous or anon. So there is that. I mean, we have to be respectful of that, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So
Coco. No one knows who Coco is, but you want to know something? Coco doesn't show up to an event wearing a mask with security just so people can be like, oh, who's that?
Does
And
he show
also
up to
if
the
you're-
events though, like just anonymous?
No.
You know, like
But
Larry
If you are
Silver was
anonymous, then
actually
you
there.
can just show up to an event, right? If you're truly anonymous, then you could just go.
Yeah, it's
He
true.
could be. I could have met Coco. He, her, it. I have no idea. But like, why do we need this bullshit? It's so corny. It's so disingenuous. It's so
It's so not
fake.
fun, by the way. It's really
Yes.
not fun. Like I
It's
want it to be
exhausting.
fun.
It's exhausting. But I will say this, Joe. Nobody hurt me in a hallway. But you know, you do meet people that are they're like us. You meet some genuine people who do care about Web3 and ask intelligent questions, and it's nice to see that some of those people are still out there. We do have the Kongs get together tonight. I'm looking forward to just chilling at a bar with Kongs and not on a rooftop party with 190 guys dancing and maybe grinding on each other. I don't know, but there are normal people that show up, and here's the other thing. There are people that are actually interested in the space.
Yeah. Did you say
that are
190
going-
guys dancing on a rooftop?
Yeah, like at least.
Where?
Yeah, exactly.
You point us to it.
United Airlines, please, first class.
There are people showing up and buying tickets to the event that are there to learn something. And I'm like, it's a little sad. It's a little bit sad because what they're being exposed to, by the way, out of all of the vendors that were there, all of the booths that were there, I could tell you one of them stood out as like their builders, Valeria. Really nice guys. I was impressed with the team. I was impressed with the game. And I'm like, cool, builders, real people doing real shit. Everything else, I'm like, what is this? Who is this? What is this? What? Can I read you something and then I'll be done?
Yeah. And also think about if you had to pick three people or projects that most pissed you off so far. Can you tell me what those are?
Magic Eden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
good
wow.
one.
Just because I thought I thought we were going to a yacht.
Not a
So
yacht.
I
Not
was a little
yacht.
bummed. Yeah,
Not a
just
yacht.
call it a riverboat.
If you want to check it out, or if you want to book a yacht party yourself, please just go to www.ocean.com.
What I'm pissed about is that wrapping it back to Virunga National Park. Imagine if the narrative that came out of things like NFT NYC was Pudgy Penguins donated $8 million to helping the penguins. Azuki donated X millions to X, Y, or Z. Imagine if what people knew of this space was incredible entrepreneurs that are using technology to crowdsource what they're building, but on top of that, they're giving back in ways like we just haven't seen before. But we don't get that. We don't get that at all. What we get is people that are creating use cases for blockchain that are completely unnecessary. Like you don't need blockchain for that. That shit exists already, and we don't need blockchain for that.
You know what's
so I'm
funny
going to
about
read
that?
to you. Yeah.
Well, like, so Mario, he's got his like Shark Tank knockoff show, right?
Yeah.
And he had a tweet like earlier this week that was exactly that. He asked these people like, what do you need the blockchain for? And if they can't answer that, like it's an X. Like he you know, like,
oh, it's on chain, bro. It's on chain though.
Right.
Yo, and one of the coolest things about these conferences is like VCon uses an app that checks whether or not you own the NFT, and that's the way that you access the entryways to these places. Like, it's just fucking cool. Can we please do cool shit that like
Joe.
just shows you that type of stuff?
Tickets was the first thing that I was like, holy shit, like NFTs, genuinely NFTs fixes this. It's
I
like-
am so happy that Gary V is not being represented at NFT NYC, nor is his project, because he is just in a different class altogether. Just
He's
a
out there.
different class.
They're out there.
Well, he's there.
Basketball and stuff.
But like,
he loves
I
New
guess
York.
my point is he's
from
the
New
guy that's doing something with Web3 that's actually cool and somewhat mainstream and knows how to throw an event. This feels like a straight up grift. Here's a useless statistic in Web3 that someone's trying to use to market God knows what to me. Hi, Henry. I hope you're enjoying the start of the event. I just ran some numbers for all of the speakers regarding their X followers, and you have a whopping 125,113,519 dollars of liquid ETH and NFTs following you. Wow. I'd love to chat more this week and learn about your business, etc. maybe some of the other analytics we have could be of help. And I'm thinking, what a completely useless statistic. You're telling me my followers have $125 million worth of liquid ETH and NFTs? What you're telling me is it's sad. They have $125 million worth of illiquid NFTs. And I'm just like, this is the business model.
It's so impressive, and we treat you like such shit. It's amazing. I love it. We like totally don't give a shit about any of that.
It's genuinely like the really successful guy, but you know him from school. So it's like, that's just that guy. What are we on about? Like,
exactly.
What a bizarre stat line. Like,
I don't know how he even came up.
Everyone's trying to monetize everything. No one's trying to build good experiences or fun things to do or good things to do or somehow both.
It's like
how
hit
can
us
we
up so we can
suck as much
take
liquid
advantage
out
of your
the
followers.
market?
Hit us up, man. You got $125 million worth of illiquid NFTs amongst your followers. Isn't
So
that
if you want to
impressive?
send Henry token, if you want to buy in the pre-sale, we're doing that tonight. Just call in. You can send 1 ETH.
Sorry,
get it going,
guys. I'm just
We talked about this the other day when we were like, you know, these NFT projects, they launch, they get $1 million, and then they're like, hey, do something that's kind of business-like. You know what I mean? Like and basically I was saying that like we're looking for someone that sees the space, sees the technology, and is thinking and doing of things that none of us are thinking of yet. Like that's the building that we really need in the space, rather than some dude out there just like, you know, doing the same old bullshit.
I have something on that.
Please.
I think it was is it G Money's clothing brand? Is it 9DCC?
9DCC.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And it's Nintendo DS Street Pass, but for like IYK tags essentially. So if you meet somebody else who's also got a 9DCC piece of clothing, you can like swap a little tag, like a little nines tag, and it's like, oh, that's that time I met Henry in a bar. Like, oh, like how cool is that? And you've got like a little NFT of that time that you met in real life. That is fucking awesome. I saw that this morning. It blew my tiny little brain.
These guys are great. We met with them
so
today.
good, man.
We've been talking with 9DCC, and they're.
Did you buy one of those 3 ETH coats?
Nope.
Oh damn! I saw. I think it was Nate Alex next to one thinking about getting one. Those are interesting, huh?
Yeah.
But that whole thing, like, yeah. If anyone else remembers a Nintendo DS Street Pass,
yep,
it's essentially that, and I think that is friggin' awesome.
Like, dude, do something cool with the tech. Do something cool. We don't need tokenization of every moment in time. We don't need to tokenize what you ate for breakfast yesterday. I just, man, it's just disheartening to see this many years later that it's like this is what this is, and
it's humanity, baby.
It's annoying me.
How good of an invention was email? What's it used for now? Mostly spam. Like, we do this shit all the time. I don't know.
Well,
I don't want to get all moribund about it, but hey, yeah,
that's a terrible example.
I mean, as long as we're talking about
Peter's like, yeah, what's up with email? They suck.
Emails.
Cool. We all need them. They took over the entire like mailing system.
Yeah, I know, but they're also used for like shitty stuff, you know.
Oh,
like,
fucking emails! How useless is that? I don't know.
Stop sending me emails, is what I'm saying. All right. Stop.
I will say this: I've seen nothing good, big, important coming out of NFT NYC. Although I guess that G Money thing, that is something. That's cool, right? Like that is cool tech. This tonight, though, I think is the biggest thing. That's probably going to come out of the whole event as far as biggest announcement, biggest possible product drop, possible NFT. We don't actually know what's coming, but I'm kind of shocked why we don't see like anybody talking about it. No, dude, nobody on my timeline. I've seen no tweets about this. I don't see anybody's spaces today talking about this. And to me, this is the absolute biggest deal, probably not just of today or this week, but probably of 2024 so far. And what this is, it's kind of cryptic, but we're talking Dog Whiff Hat, the token, right? Whiff, the absolute biggest meme coin of this year, doing some kind of drop, some kind of partnership with the biggest NFT collection this year, which is Pandora. And I think I mentioned it yesterday, but by the numbers, Pandora is the #1 NFT collection this year, like 185 million in sales, probably up to about 190 million as of today. Them partnering together means what? I think we should chat a little bit about what that might look like and what that actually means. But I'll tell you, before we even get into it, I think they have the potential to reshape this space entirely. Like, no hyperbole. I think there's potentially something very, very fucking big coming here that changes meme coins and changes NFTs. And like Henry's so jaded now, he's like, what the fuck ever.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you sound like Nick.
Yeah, man.
Choose
we
well.
shouldn't
I'm
even
kidding.
get
I
into
love
Nick.
you.
His choose
I
rich
watched
stick
Nick.
was not great.
I watched Nick today, and it was mid.
You saw him
at
get
best.
carried out in the conference. Did you watch that?
I left, but then I saw him outside, and
Okay, tell me something real quick. I'm going to tell you my idea, and we got to come back to Pandora because this is I'm telling you, a big fucking deal. Okay. Really big missed opportunity here, okay, with Nick. This is how he came out to the stage for his panel today. Oh, I hope I can find it.
We can describe it. It's really not that interesting.
Yeah, you're right. No, it was two guys carrying him, like cradling him, like each holding one leg and like walking him out to the stage, like carrying like that. I thought it'd be fucking hilarious if they carried him like a baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like had him on their hip and like carried him out that way. I thought that would have been fucking hilarious. Missed opportunity. He needs new advisors. Anyway, that's
to Nick's credit, I was actually prepared to completely hate on him because there was a guy who was going up to him to ask him questions. And this was a guy who I was talking about was doing this like AI art. And I thought Nick was going to be a dick to him. Like he was going to pull his shtick and be just like a total dick of like, what the fuck is this? And, you know, and to his credit, he didn't. Like he wasn't in character. He did talk to the guy for, you know, a couple minutes and he had a crowd around him. So like he gave him a little bit of time. And I was like, okay, you want to know something? Like, at least I had a little bit of respect for the fact that he wasn't being a jerk to the guy.
I think Nick's like a good dude, honestly.
I'll also say I think I said that like I don't think I said I didn't like the guy, but I think I said like I was kind of his shtick was whatever. I'm not my favorite, but you know, like doing my investigating of other internet crypto shows, watching him. I want like I was doing some spy work to be able to destroy them all, but like he did seem like a decent enough guy. You know what I mean? Like if I don't like some of his comedy bits because I don't think they're not funny, but like just they're too basic. Whatever. He seems like a good enough dude where I'm like I don't want to like shit on the guy. So yeah, I think he's pretty cool too.
Do you want to know something? I think if Nick was not Nick the shtick, but was Nick, I actually think he could actually do better than he's done being Nick the shtick.
Well, he's been Nick, the real Nick, for years, and he's done okay. You know, the Bodagos and his Nifty show and all that, but him doing the shtick is definitely taking it up a level. I think it takes time to like perfect the shtick.
Well, and not only that, like, does he really want to do the shtick for the rest of his fucking life? Like,
probably not.
If I went viral for something we did on here, I would not want to continue to do that forever. You know, it just seems like
it's say the line, isn't it? It's like
Totally.
you go anywhere, everyone's like, "Oh, say cheese rich."
say the funny
Like,
thing. Say the funny thing.
Yeah, it's just say the line. Like
So, okay. I like we got to talk about this because like I stand by what I said about Whiff and Pandora doing something together. Okay, so I'm trying to find. I'm terrible with charts because I don't really trade tokens, but Whiff market cap is what? Is it like 2 billion, 2.5 bill? I'd probably find that here on Coin Market Cap, right? Let me refresh this. But do you guys trade Whiff? Do any of you own Whiff?
I do not.
I think I've played with it a little bit a while ago, and then circulated it into
There we go.
however many other cat coins has been on Solana.
Dude, $3.5 billion market cap. Okay.
Tasty.
So top 37 token, and just came out, you know, again, I think this year. Like it's a 2024 token, absolutely killing it. Okay, we this is a bit of a mental exercise, but do we all understand what ERC 404s are? And in either way, should we just explain what they are? I think that's important.
I think if you could explain them, that'd be nice.
Okay. Well, TLDR, ERC 404s, that's a new token standard that was launched by this Pandora collection.
Right.
That came out this year. What it does is...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
So the story actually starts with, I think it was called like Uniswap Emerald, which was a fake dev coming up with that. And a bunch of people bought into it.
Right.
But it was a completely like kind of fake thing. So a bunch of people lost a ton of money on it, but they thought what he came up with was a good idea. And so they started to come up with the Pandora, which is the 404, which is half ERC20, half or half ERC 721.
Yep. And to get even a little more specific, because that's where the magic is. It's that this token standard, what Pandora does, you're getting two sides of like the equation. You get a fungible token, and we'll use whole numbers here just to have it like easier to understand. Let's pretend, and actually I think this is right, there are 10,000 tokens, like a fungible token, like a crypto, like a meme coin. If you hold a whole token, it mints you an NFT. If you only own half a token, though, you don't get the NFT, but it also lowers the supply in a way because you need the full token to have the NFT minted. So when you sell the token, it actually burns your NFT too. So you get some really interesting dynamics as far as you can mint an NFT by buying the token. You can re-roll the NFT by selling that token and then buying another. You'll get a new NFT minted. So super interesting. Now all of a sudden, what would happen if a token like WIF launched as an ERC 404 that you bought this meme coin that became the biggest meme coin of the year, $3.5 billion market cap, people trading it on exchanges, and then when you hit a certain threshold, however much you hold, it mints you an NFT. Super interesting, and there's a lot you can do with that. Gating, different kinds of access, and especially you guys that work on projects, so like Peter and Henry, and Joe too, think of all the kind of access you gate behind specific traits. And if people were then having to re-roll their NFT by trading the fungible token to roll into a specific trait, or you just happen to buy some of the token, it happens to mint you the rarest NFT in the collection, you're not going to want to sell that NFT at that point. You're kind of forced then, if you want to play the fungible token side, the shitcoin side, to buy more of the shitcoin. And I think there's a lot more you can do with that. I've always wanted to see what happens if an artist gets their hands on this, somebody like a Jack Butcher, but maybe more exciting than that even right now, it's the fact that, again, the biggest meme coin, it seems like, is about to launch a 404. So that's my takeaway here. I think WIF is about to launch a 404 collection with Pandora. And I think this is going to blow the roof off.
And it's on April 4th as well. That's nice.
Is that a special day?
Well, it's 404. It's the
oh my
4th
God!
Of the 4th month, right?
Oh, nice, Peter.
Holy shit, dude.
That's why you're here, Peter.
That is the big bucks, baby.
I didn't even catch on to that, man. So that's coming tonight. Nice. They have a party together. In fact, let me find that in this tweet. But they have a party together tonight. Mm-hmm. This is going to get announced there, and we still don't know what it is exactly. But this is tonight.
So weird too. By looking, and there are rarities for the NFTs as well. So
there should be.
Yeah, and
Pandora NFTs is not just, but it's like those boxes at the moment, right? Yeah,
and you can buy and trade them on, like, I think on OpenSea and I forget where else. But
and a point there, if you trade it on OpenSea, if you just trade the NFT, it's not destroyed. But if you trade the fungible tokens, the NFT is destroyed. It's sent to the burn address. So there's just a lot of interesting dynamics here.
Yeah. Well, the question I had, I think I brought it up earlier, was that, like, Pandora already has an NFT associated with it and the coin associated with it as well.
Yep.
So WIF is an ERC20, I'm assuming.
You're correct.
What is the collaboration? Like, I don't understand what that looks like. Does WIF say we're going in the direction of Pandora and we are going to change our coins to his, like, front door, or getting the email from Squid Row or something like that?
No, I'm dumping all my NFTs right now.
he's still raging.
Draco, check this out. There's definitely some kind of airdrop. There is definitely some kind of NFT or token coming from it. So it's not just a party. They are definitely dropping something.
So, like, is the alpha, we need to buy this thing that maybe does another thing? I'm with Joe. Like, I still don't feel like it's all that cool, but, like, I realize maybe somehow it is.
I'll say this.
It's cool, right? Because you pulled up the WIF chart and everything's red, and red is bad. So, like, no one else seems to care either right now.
Do you want to know what might be cool?
Also, yeah,
OX Itarashi was talking about semi-fungible token. Made me think a little bit of this.
Yeah, and we've
made me think a little bit of this.
You know what, we've had similar things, and I always felt, coming from, like, the ETH maxi sort of background, is that, like, 721s are kind of precious. Like, you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Like, if you do it both ways, it lowers the value of certain things. Now, the fractionalization of these NFTs built into the token is kind of cool. Maybe it adds to some tech, like, variety and spice, but, like, I don't know. I mean, it seems more confusing than anything else. Like, it seems harder. Like, the rarities seem harder. The tokens it just seems there's already enough confusing shit, right? Like, if you buy 0.9 WIF, but at 1, you get an NFT.
No.
What are you talking about now?
No.
What are you talking about now?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Say the no. So
I think maybe Joe's saying like if you had 90% of whatever the bag is needed for an NFT, and then you get to 100, you get an NFT, right?
Then you do.
Yeah, like
yes.
if I bought half of a whiff, you know what I mean, or whatever, and then I don't get an NFT. If I buy another half, then I do get the NFT.
Exactly.
Right? And then, like you can move the NFT, but you can't move the coin. It's a whole fucking thing, right? It's a whole deal. And I'm just not like, it just seems very confusing to me. So I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You need to just let it marinate, and I think it'll just happen over time because I don't think this thing's a fad. I do think this is going to be a big pillar of the space at this point, and it's just one of those things. It's just it'll. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense to you already because it's not like that complicated. It's just you got to think through like why would that be useful? Why would anybody give a shit? And I just think it starts getting interesting when projects with their tokens they sell merch maybe in their tokens, they sell maybe tickets, they sell whatever they sell in their native token. Well, what if they do that? And so people got to spend the token, and all of a sudden it's reducing the supply, not just of the token, because let's say they burn it. It's, in theory, reducing the supply of the NFT collection. Like, there's a really interesting mechanic here.
But all of that is only interesting because price go up at the moment, right?
Maybe at the moment, but again, you got to picture, like, what if Bored Apes... I'm just going to put out, like, the most extreme scenario. Like, what if the Bored Apes collection was an ERC 404, and they got their ApeCoin, and, all these things you can spend it on, but the more people that hold ApeCoin, then the lower the supply of the actual Bored Ape collection could be, because you need to hold a whole one. So if you have it spread thin, it affects that NFT collection.
I'm not sure that it burns the NFT. What happens?
It does burn the NFT.
I'm not sure it does.
It does.
I think it gets reconstituted when another person buys more coins.
Well, okay, so the supply is in theory unlimited, right? So burns it as in sends it to the burn address or a wallet that's going to hold them. You lose the NFT is the point. And you can't get that NFT back. When you get a full token, you get a re-rolled brand new NFT.
Could you give a use case? Like, could you tell me why we care or why we should care?
I
get the Bitcoin provenance thing. And Draco's not a dummy either. So like Huda and Draco are they're bloodhounds on the scent of something.
This is a
I'm not
Spidey sense
smelling
moment.
it yet.
Yeah,
I'm not smelling it yet, but I'm like, I believe you that there could be something there. It hasn't clicked in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying. You get rid of the token, the NFT's gone. You could change the supply of a collection based on who's holding the token. But part of me is just like,
let me throw a couple things because it won't make
sense.
sense.
Like a board game. Someone's trying to explain a board game, and you're like, "Can we just play it?"
Right.
And then you play
it'll
it, and
take
like,
playing
"Oh,
it.
I got it. Okay, yeah."
Yeah, it'll take playing it for it to make sense because it's still so new that we don't have those use cases yet. It's just, what is the potential? What could you do with this tech? And that's more what it is. It's just thinking ahead of what you can do with it. So the couple ideas, or I'll even go not with a full idea. It's more like you're going to all of a sudden get a whole bunch of people who trade almost exclusively shit coins exposure to NFTs. And the same goes on the other side. Guys who are just interested in NFTs. We do, but it is pretty segmented, kind of.
Right? Like you have Flooring Protocol, which already gives you the ability to trade microtransactions of
ability, but not baked in.
Perfect example. That's a very complicated way of doing this, even though for us it's not. You go to their platform, you go and you lock up your NFT, you get the fractionalized tokens. You don't have to do that here. You just go on Uniswap. You literally just do it like no friction. Go on Uniswap, buy the token, boom, you got a full token, you've got an NFT.
Yeah, but
it simplifies it.
Hold on. Whoa. But I was told if you buy 3 tokens, you get 3 NFTs. There are rarities. If you get a rare one, then the way that you keep the rare one is 2 ways that you can do it. You can sell it on OpenSea or Magic Eden or whatever it is, so you make sure the rare one is kept or however traded. The other way is that like the one that burned is the one that was last transacted to your wallet or something like that.
Yeah.
So like it is clunky right now. I don't know if Draco was saying that like the tech is going to get, there's bloodhounds on it or whatever. So it's going to get that way. I think you made a good point of like Jack Butcher having it, like he starts to play around with it. That type of game-ishness might be fun, but right now I'm not really feeling it.
Okay.
But again, still, if you're saying that like the difference is you can trade it on Uniswap, I get it. It's a DEX, it's easy, but is it difficult to trade on Flooring Protocol? Is that like an entire
for normies it is. For guys who would just like they're just shitcoin traders, or for people who are just NFT, like we're like that 1% that is used to going and exploring other technologies and platforms. And even me going on Flooring Protocol finds it like a little confusing. You eliminate that entirely. It's just so much less friction that it just makes it something that people will be like, I'll try it because I just do what I've already been doing.
Friction's the word there. Yeah.
What were Gutter Cat Gang? What token protocol was that?
ERC20s.
No.
Oh no, yeah.
They were
no,
1155s.
Yeah, sorry.
And those are in essence similar to this, right? Where it has both.
No.
Where it's 7. So there are 55s, but like they had to like manually punch in the number of each of the Gutter Cat. Like number 55 is on every single one of the NFTs. Like I'm wondering if the uniqueness of the 721 is more difficult to establish because of that. Like what's that look like in this token? And I'm not sure yet, but
Henry, picture the Cyberkongs. If you guys wanted to say, if you hold a balance of 1,000 banana, it mints you a new Kong, like a new collection. And what if you have certain things locked behind a very specific trait? Like you already do adventure runs where if you have certain gear, you can go on certain runs. So what if a specific trait you can roll lets you go on the highest tier type of runs? And so you mint yours and you don't have it, you're now encouraged to go re-roll. So what that means by re-rolling is you sell your tokens, not your NFT, right? You sell the tokens, your NFT's gone, you go buy another batch. It's just putting some sell pressure, on the token itself, and you keep re-rolling and re-rolling, but then you get the one, right? You get the trait, you get the one that you want, but you still want exposure to banana or your token. All of a sudden, you got to go back and buy more without selling your thing. You can't sell them now because you got this one that has all these cool perks, and you don't want to give him up. That's like, again, a baby use case right there. The smallest example of one use case. I think people are going to come up with crazy shit. Like if NBA Top Shot, found a way to do this where getting a certain perk gets you to, season passes.
No, not NBA Top Shot, dude.
It's not a great example, but
NHL Breakaway, dude.
Oh my God, yes. NHL Breakaway. Speaking of which,
That's interesting.
And again, when you hear this for the first time, it's all about, okay, you get a fungible token, you get an NFT. Okay. It's as you spend time with us over days, weeks, you'll start thinking of little things like that start adding up. It's like, that's interesting too. Oh shit, that's kind of interesting. Okay, all these things start adding up. You're like, wow. Okay, so it's no harder than what we're doing already. In fact, it adds some cool stuff on, like the liquidity by having that fungible token. It adds a little game theory with the traits and the re-rolling. And all of a sudden, you're like, well, why wouldn't the whole space just shift to this? Like, what would be the reason not when it doesn't take any extra work?
Because it is extra work.
It's not. And then add in the fact that the biggest NFT project and the biggest meme coin are now
the biggest NFT project and the biggest meme coin now, at this moment, are doing it.
Right.
It could be a flash in the pan. Like we're
could
talking
be
about,
if the tech weren't good.
We're talking about the meme coin season kind of going away.
Like when it does, then the NFT remains. When we think we have these cycles between meme coins and NFTs, these stay relevant between both cycles.
I'm with you. What are they, 1155s? Why didn't they take off? It's similar.
It's nothing, not at all.
It's very different.
Very, very, very different. I mean, as far as you can have a huge fucking supply of NFTs, like with the 1155s, and it costs very little, but you can't transact with them the same way. You can't have like
seems exciting to me about it quite yet.
Same.
I agree that like there are options, and that is always cool, and it's going to hopefully lead to cooler things. As of now, it seems like it's more of a pain in the ass than anything else.
Well, okay.
I'm coming around to the idea.
Henry, I'll tell you, if like we've got this thing that we talk about stuff and then like things will click. Yeah, this is one of those things I'm like, oh my God. So I spent a lot more time with this because when I saw Pandora 404s, like when they first came out, I'm like, ooh, this has a chance to reshape shit. And there was nothing out there yet that was reshaping shit. This was the first time I'm like, you got big guys like this. We're talking billions of dollars in these ecosystems that are embracing it. If they launch a launchpad, if these guys launch a fucking ERC 404 launchpad together, watch out. Everything in this space is going to change, and it's not going to be it won't be a little like flash in the pan. It will like fundamentally change this space.
We were experts on the 404 when they brought us onto Mario's show.
That's right. We went on Mario Nafal show to talk about it.
So, no biggie. Credit to us.
No biggie.
It's hilarious. They only knew. I mean, you being on the show is fine. Me being on the show, I had no place there.
Yeah. I mean, that was a treat, honestly. But I'll definitely say, like, I mean, my last point is, man, I do believe, like, I'll just make one of my predictions. I think ERC 404s are going to be like our takeaway story of this year. I think they are going to reshape like the NFT ecosystem. I do. I think everybody's going to say, let's launch a 404 instead of a ERC 721 because you're getting a 721 anyways.
And I will take the opposite approach as of right now. That that WIF is a coin based on really nothing, right? And Pandora is NFTs that are a fucking box. And who knows what the fuck that is. And I don't give a shit really about any of them other than like making money. Once those go down to shit, do we really give a fuck? So yeah, sure. It's going to be a way for people to make some money in the short term, but long term, hopefully the variety and the options of a new token would be cool. But I don't see it being a huge thing. If they do a marketplace, cool. It's another fucking marketplace. Congratulations. You know what I mean?
I'm glad we're getting another one of those, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
I agree with Draco's comment. Even though I don't fully have it like clicking in my mind, I think that sums it up. Like, if you have a use case for it versus just like, hey, this is how we're launching our NFT project. But I've learned Draco, Huda both have really good insight. I'm
cool. Thanks.
I mean, it is Draco's spot on. Think of a project that they have a product, they have something that really does encourage you to use that token, their fungible token, and they also got something pulling you on the other side to want the NFT for some reason. And you're going to have this constant tug of war between, fuck, I need some token to go do this thing, but man, I love my NFT, I love my PFP, or I've got this perfect trait and I can't get rid of it. And it's putting all this buying pressure now on the fungible token on the.
That makes it sound bad for the community to me.
It is interesting. It consolidates down to a probably much smaller NFT collection of very, very hardcore collectors, but also it's going to make the price go way, way up and make people spend a lot to buy in.
Let's revisit this in 6 months and in a year and see who's right. Right?
Like, I look forward to fading it, and then it'll be worth all the money in the world.
It's going to get
me too.
We may learn a lot about this tonight. That's why it's so exciting. Tonight we're going to see what they drop, and we're going to find out if it's actually as big as we're thinking it could be, or if it literally is a nothing burger.
Is WIF a buy right now?
I don't think WIF is. I think Pandora might be. Here's what I'm thinking. We don't know what the criteria is, and WIF actually probably is a buy. Like, that's going to be a big, big, big fucking, meme coin. Okay, I think the buy is probably Pandora because I'm hoping, and it's pure speculation, that holding one of these Pandora things gets you access to future ERC 404 token drops that maybe like WIF is helping them get in new meme coins. It's like a meme coin launchpad access pass kind of. That's what I'm hoping.
We're missing out on valuable busting each other's balls times right now talking about this.
But this is important. Again, Joe, like think of this real quick, and we can move on.
It might be important.
But nobody out. It might be very important.
It might be important.
Nobody out there is talking about it. That's why we have to be on this topic.
The name of the token is 404, right? It's 404. What is 404?
Error.
Exactly. Okay, good. I'll take that silence as
what else we got? We had some Bitcoin stuff that I'm. There was
great Bitcoin shit actually, and we're at an hour, so we can just like breeze through the Bitcoin shit, or we can.
Well, half an hour of it was Henry's rant about New York City.
And the rest was, I mean, dude, great success. If we did New York City, which is the most relevant topic now, and then the most relevant like story today, man, fuck yeah, perfect. Okay, let me hit real quick. We'll just do like bullet point shit here. But
Peter rolled out of bed for nothing. He said like,
right?
Yeah. Well, he'll be back tomorrow, so that's cool. Guys, Doodles had a thing today. They've got like an animated like cartoon movie. Something, and they've got like Lil Wayne and shit on a soundtrack.
Right, can we go bullish, not bullish, each person real quick? Just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, do it.
Peter, bullish, not bullish on this?
Bullish. I like Doodles. Love the art style. My boy Edge just bought in. I'm into it.
Yeah, good job, Edge.
Who'd give it to me?
Doesn't move the needle. Don't give a fuck.
I say bullish or not bullish.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't play by the rules. Bullish or not bullish.
I don't. Leave me out of this.
We're skipping him. Henry.
I don't know much about it, but
no, the game is bullish or not bullish. That's the game. That's all you say.
Not bullish.
Not.
Thank you, Peter.
Next story.
Maybe it's the accent. I don't know why I didn't break through that fucking thick.
It's because the British accent has more authority.
Not bullish over here. Go.
Some motherfucking degen over in Bitcoin bought 27 Bitcoin puppets. Their floor is now over 0.3. So they flipped the Quantum Cats. Expect a lot more of this in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Guys are going to start spending big fucking bucks over there. Peter, ordinals are not the same.
Peter, bullish.
Henry, bullish, not bullish?
Not bullish.
Oh
Joe,
my God.
bullish. Buddha doesn't play this game. He doesn't understand the rules. Next.
Okay. Oni Force. It does sound like they're launching a rune. So Oni Force on Bitcoin. Sounds like a rune's coming. Joe, do your thing.
Peter, bullish, not bullish.
Oh, bullish, baby. Let's go. Runes all day long.
Yodis.
Bullish.
Joe, not bullish.
I'm gonna say not bullish on that too. Fuck
Henry, I mean Huda, I'm sorry,
Okay.
but you've ruined it. Your shot.
that. Okay. And the last piece of news: Coinbase is adding Ordi, which is a BRC20, so a meme coin on Bitcoin, to their perpetual futures on Coinbase International Exchange and also Coinbase Advanced. I don't know what that is, but basically, does that mean you can long and short BRC20s on Coinbase now? That's what I think that means, and that's very bullish, I think, for runes.
Okay. Peter, give it to me.
Bullish. I'm bullish on everything, man. Let's
love it.
fucking go.
Pure
Let's go.
fucking enjoyer, man.
And Henry, tell me.
Bullish.
He doesn't know what's going on. Okay, bullish.
That was
Bullish,
that.
No, I do.
Coinbase,
I
not
do.
bullish.
I do know what's going
not
on.
bullish.
BRC20s on Coinbase sounds bullish to me.
By the way, I think they're coming up with a smart wallet that's going to make it easier for everyone to trade these meme coins throughout their wallet, so you don't have to do like connect to this, connect to that, do all that sort of stuff. Kind of bullish on that as well.
So like everything will be through Coinbase?
Yeah, like it just makes it makes everything a little bit easier. You don't have to connect to
Joe,
the Blast network to the
Joe,
whatever. Yo.
can you do a bullish, not bullish on Coinbase, and we'll end it there?
Yeah, there was something else I want to talk about. We
Okay.
won't talk about it.
No, if it's quick, do it.
So remember we talked about K Money and all those guys yesterday in that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did a vlog today where they basically said, remember I said that dude, what's his name? Bryce Hall was a scammer. They basically did like a calling out a scammer video today. And basically what they said was that Bryce Hall he fucked up, guys. We all make mistakes. Sure, he scammed it, but you need experts on your team in order so you don't fuck it up again. So Huda, we know your opinion. He made a mistake. He's cool. We love him. Me, I felt a little bit like, come on, man. You know, he knows what he did. Let's go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow we got a comment here, which this is wow worthy. Since they were on a Forbes article today, guys. I like it's gated, like subscription gated, whatever. Censor at 0.01 basically right now.
Is that good?
Oh man, I mean for basically a free mint. You know, they were hanging around 0.001, 0.002, 0.003. They're basically at 0.01 now, which is like $600.
Yeah.
I wish you told me
$700. I did.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Absolutely did.
If
Hopefully
you
got a
followed
bunch.
our show, Huda would have made you some kashish right there.
Dude.
But it's not financial advice.
No, it's not.
I wish Henry's room was darker.
Next time.
Where is he? The Radisson? Where are they putting him up?
I'm at the
Hell
Park
yeah.
Terrace down at Bryant Park.
I'll make you. I'm
some
glad
of
you're
those
making
words.
some cash. I'll tell you this. Now, I won't say it. No financial advice. Other than I think Pandora, guys. I think Pandora fucking thing. All right, guys. Final fucking words. I'm trying to think if we had anything else here, but I think we got a lot in that 1 hour time. By the way, here's Henry real quick. I'll show this if you don't mind. Do you see what I got up on screen?
No.
No.
You can't see. Can I show the picture of you of the Valeria guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Henry
He's,
meeting.
he's already on camera.
Right. Yeah. Fair. Okay.
Please don't dox me, sir. Don't dox me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
cool,
he is.
dude.
That's one of the Valeria co-founder dudes. So pretty
What's
cool. I thought
Valeria?
that was cool.
That's a nice hoodie. I like how their company hoodie is white and not black.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Big
nice
into that.
looking. It's very nice looking.
You both
All right,
look
boys.
great. Look great.
Success. Great
Yeah.
success. We will check in. Well, of course, show tomorrow. But we're probably going to have another conversation about those 404s depending on that announcement. And, of course, I'm going to blow your phones up tonight when that does drop. Oh, my God.
Right.
I cannot wait to change your mind on this, Joe. And
I'm so
Peter,
excited about 404s.
I knew you're being a smartass, but you're going to be. You're going to be. I saw it click for Henry. He's like, okay.
Yeah, Henry did. It did click for Henry.
Yeah. Good
Starting
shit.
to.
Guys, I hope you have a great fucking evening. Like always, thank you so much for tuning in. Man, I sound like a cornball with it, but it does mean the world. It really does. So thank you guys. Appreciate you watching. We love doing the content shit for you guys, and we're just having a blast up here. So with that said, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. And take us out with our theme song, huh? How about that?
Which one?
We'll go there. We'll go there standard.
standard.
No, they're standard. I need it. I need that kind of energy.
That
I'll
Broadway
see you guys
one
tomorrow.
was good. Oof.
With the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade.
Once I learn the lyrics to it.
It's our